Morning. Welcome to Morning Coffee. This one's going to be pretty rough because if I try to write everything down and remember everything I'm saying, I'm afraid I'll lose details because it's a pretty wild dream that I just had. I'm just really happy that I'm starting to. It just really feels like my creativity is firing again because I don't know if it's because I've been sick. But I just haven't had any dreams. I try to sit down and write. Nothing comes to mind. I've just been totally blocked. Yesterday morning I had kind of a feisty dream, but I'm still not entirely sure what that is, so I won't go to it. But this morning I had a dream. It started off, I think I was still in Indianapolis, but see, you can tell I just got up. My voice is blah. But I remember going to a parking garage to get my car. Excuse me. And sometimes you kind of go down and then up, and I go down and then I'm trying to go up this ramp to get to my car, and it was super slick and I couldn't get up it, and all of a sudden this other guy just steps around me, just grabs this metal rail on the edge and starts pulling himself up the rail. I guess that's what we have to do. So I pulled myself up the rail to what I thought was the floor that my car was on, but I couldn't find it. So walking around, I'm hitting my remote, can't find it. So I go back downstairs and I run into two friends of mine, and I'm asking them this. Well, they're parked in the same garage, so we go back up, can't find it. Go back down. I was like, well, maybe because the way I was with them, like the ramp we walked up with them, because I'd gone outside and kind of gone around the building, the ramp that we went in to get to the garage kind of went up a little bit. So it's like maybe if you go down, maybe the floors are different, maybe if you go up, it's only second floor, but if you go down, it's the third floor. I don't know. I was trying to figure it out. So we go down. I always see there's an attendant's office. So there's a guy sitting there. And I remember looking in. I kind of walk over to try to get his attention. And I realized for some reason we all set our purses down right by the entrance to the garage, which is stupid. And some guy comes up and picks them all up. And starts running away. I just remember screaming, "He's got our purses!" And another random guy out of nowhere just starts like running after him, and the guy freaks out, throws my purse, keeps running, and he's got the other two purses, and I'm like, he still has them, and he throws homeless guy throws another purse, and I guess I shouldn't really assume he's homeless. It just kind of was in the dream. But anyways, so he runs out in the street, and he's got one more bag, and the guy runs and tackles him and takes the bag, and then the thief runs off. The guy comes back, and we're standing in the middle of the street. I'm like, thank you so much. And apparently this guy was homeless too. And I'm like, I'm going to give you a job. I don't know what it is that you can do. I don't know what I can do for you, but you work for me now, and I'm going to pay you. Which would be awesome if I actually had money to do that. But, someday, So we go back into the building. Can't find the attendant. So we go up. And this is where it gets fuzzy because I'm not entirely sure what we did to summon death, but we had to. I think we accidentally gave some guy a heart attack. I think we went up to his office. As far as I can remember, we went to these offices. I accidentally startled the guy to death. I don't think he expected company. So we called Death, and then he had an agent. So Death is like, wasn't this guy's time? I'll take care of it. So he goes in the room. He's like, nobody come in while I'm working. So we're standing out there, and the agent is like negotiating. It's going to be like $800. And I'm like, I don't have $800. I mean, I thought that's what Death did, was like, choose who dies, who doesn't. So, and somebody else that I'm with, I don't remember who, there was another person that I just can't really see, threatened to tell Death. I was like, look, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know that you're making these negotiations. I think you're just skimming off the top. You're trying to take the money from it. So, no. Keep it up, and we're going to tell him. And she sort of backed off. I'm like, all right, what a tricky bitch. I see. So Death comes out. Oh, wait. Before Death comes out, we are just looking around the office, and we see this guy has these really cool-looking glass whiskey flasks. They look like, they're just really neat. So we filled them up with whiskey, and because it wasn't like a regular flask. Almost had like a pour spout, coming from the bartender background. So we fill them up, and hi, Tinker. And we practice taking shots with them to see how they're, oh, that's really cool. We're taking shots of the whiskey while Death is bringing the guy back that we accidentally scared to death. Anyways, and Death comes out, and that gets done. So we put the flasks back. I remember that, at least we didn't steal them. go outside, and I'm like, thank you so much. And he was such a nice guy. He was just a very regular guy, just kind of big, had a lot of robes on, you know, a lot of clothing. And I said, well, listen, I appreciate it. And I go to give him a hug, and he's like, what is this? What do you do? And I had to teach Death how to hug because people were always so afraid of him that nobody ever like gave him a hug or shook his hand or anything. So I gave him a hug, and he squeezed me a little hard because I was like, okay, you gotta kind of give a squeeze. And I was like, okay, that's enough. So, and he was so happy that he finally had people who were not afraid to be around him that we made plans to go play poker. This is Tinker. Hi, Tinker. So it was me and him and my friend Edmo. Hi, Edmo. We were all going to go play poker. So we had to go meet up. And actually, Edmo and Death were going to meet at my house. I don't recognize really what this house was because I was in the front room of some house. And some guy that I'd never seen before was in there, and he was making fun. He's like, what you doing? I was like, well, I'm going to go play poker with Ed and Death. We're just going to chill out. And he was making fun of Death. Rude. And so Death shows up, and the guy's like, you're just a regular guy, you ain't Death, whatever. And I forget, Death, like, I don't know, like, gave him, like, herpes or something, I don't know, but, like, something just really uncomfortable. Didn't kill him, but made him really uncomfortable. And I was like, see, So then we leave, and suddenly it's nighttime, and we got to go to wherever it is that we're going to play poker. And all of a sudden, I'm on this badass motorcycle. And I'm just sort of chilling, and the handlebars kind of went like this, and then there's the, you know, where the throttle is. And then they kind of go up. So at some point, I'm just kind of chilling, and thing is, I had a sidecar. And my friend, I'll just call her D, the one from high school, she started riding sidecar. She was like my cue. She's telling me everything about this really cool, oh, look, there's, that's the cat with floppy ears that comes in. Hi, bud. She's like cute. She's telling me all about this motorcycle, all the cool stuff. And I'm kind of chilling. She's like, well, you kind of still need to touch the throttle. So, oh yeah, sometimes. It's pitch black. I'm riding through the woods, no headlights. So there's an infrared readout that I'm totally comfortable. I can see everything on this readout. And we're going, and we're chilling, and we're, you know, riding through everything. And then it has this thing about, because we're riding really, really fast. Something about, it has this automatic sensor that can sense, how do I say this? It's like a radar detector that also detects when other people are detecting radar detectors, if that makes sense. So it would like turn itself off if it thought it would get caught or whatever. And so it did that a couple times. Then we show up at this house. It's like really cool, of course. It looked more like a scene from Fast and the Furious because there's a bunch of cars there, sort of old warehouse looking. Everything's got this sort of blue screen, or not blue screen, blue filter tinge to it. You know, all the lights are kind of blue. It's really funky looking. And of course, I walk in. There's all these dudes there that I've never seen before, and you know, ride in with my motorcycle. And like, oh my God, that's awesome. I'm like, yeah, I know. Ed and Death helped me with it, and they're just like, hi. So I park the motorcycle and get ready to head down to the basement where we're going to play poker. And that's the dream. I have no idea where any of that came from. I have not been on a motorcycle lately. I certainly have never accidentally scared somebody to death. Death himself, I've never thought about giving him a hug, although I would. I'm not sure if I've ever lost my car. I don't know. I don't know where any of that stuff came from. I did try my friend Samir's. Well, I didn't try. I took some home from his house. I made this really great ham and bean soup with pork jowls. Maybe that's part of it. But if it is, honey, you need to make more because that worked for me really well. Either way, it's refreshing. It's nice because, you know, when you feel like you're blocked and you're trying to do what makes you happy and you feel like you can't. And then somewhere it just eases up and it's okay. And I don't know, you know, I gotta get ready for work here in a little bit, so it's not like I can do a whole lot with it, but at least I know that tonight when I get home, no TV, no phone, I'm just gonna see what I can do. So that's what that was. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my coffee. Just kind of a little tepid right now, but that's okay. And I hope you all have a great day.